Okay, today I'm going to do another bean meal. This one's slightly revised now. It has I have a obviously a little rice cooker here, courtesy of my brother. And these are the spices I use and the additives. I use garlic, ground cinnamon, onion powder, curry, ginger, turmeric, another garlic powder. Well, there's real garlic and there's garlic powder. Black pepper, just very small amount of extra virgin olive oil, salt, nutritional yeast, and some sesame seeds. The main components are still relatively the same, except I've switched over to dried products. So now I usually get the dried beans, and then I soak them overnight in this little glass tub I have here, and then dump them in and cook them in the rice cooker. I'm using white rice right now. Just as a nice switch, because I was eating a lot of brown rice, and I think I just might have been old, but it was giving me a lot of bloating. So I switched to white rice for a little bit, and significantly less bloating. So let's put this together. First I put the beans in. Now usually what I had to do is two servings of dried, which is 6 tablespoons of dried, and I put them in here, and then that's when I would let them soak overnight. So that's how. So it's 2 servings of the garbanzo beans, and then I'm going to do 1/4 of a cup again of this white rice. And of course, if you have dried product, you should wash them out before putting it in there. Just they always say do that to get some extra starch out, which is probably what helps with bloating as well. Then for my liquid, I use usually 1 cup of broth or stock, and then 1 cup of water, so 2 cups total. Or you just put 2 cups in there, and of water. Then that's just fine as well. Then I take about a spoonful of the garlic, dump that in, and then lose the spoon inside. And then I'm going to go through all my spices, and there's not really any measurements. I usually cover the top with each one. So we have cinnamon. Adding cinnamon really is a interesting and nice addition to this, because it brings out, kind of like sweet potatoes, it brings out a little bit of sweetness from the dish. But each one of these things usually complements the other, and usually, are pretty healthy. Especially things like the turmeric and cumin. Cumin, said that wrong. They say garlic is really healthy too, and they always say if you put turmeric in there, you should put black pepper in there as well, because it's like a co-spice. Helps bring out more benefits from it. Since there's already a lot of salt in the stock, I just do a very tiny amount of the extra salt, and then I do usually the cap of the olive oil. 1 cap of olive oil. This I don't usually measure either. And same goes for this. Just nice healthy portions of spices. Can't go wrong with spices. And that's pretty much finished. We're going to plug in and put the top on and turn it on. Once it's done, I take my other stuff, kind of like I did before, but I have fresh spinach this time, and I have the broccoli slaw like last time. I usually get like a slap chop, or I use a knife and cut it up really small, and then I put it on the bottom of the bowl, and then I basically dump that on top. Doing that, you know, kind of masks it a lot, and you know, makes the whole thing more enjoyable if you don't like eating vegetables. I mean, the only vegetable I like to eat raw is like the broccoli crown, not even the broccoli stalk. But yeah, that's it. I'll show you when it's all done. So then we take the slab chop, and we're going to cut up some of these veggies real quick. This makes, you know, a nice diced and able to mix in very easily. Then we also cut up a nice big handful of spinach, and then we put it in the bowl on the bottom, and I add the spinach to it. Now with both on the bottom here, let's look at our rice and beans. Everything seemed to mix in quite well. If you don't like it like this thick with the extra liquid in there, you can always take out a little bit. You can do like 1 3/4 or 1 1/2, and it'll probably do just fine. I usually stick to 2. It's pretty simple. And then we're gonna dump this right on top. And then once on top, we can give it a nice mix before, you know, we let it cool down, and then we'll put it in the fridge for lunch tomorrow. Alright, thanks for watching.